Hey guys, Wraith here. Here are 5 quick tips to help increase your scout of action score. Let's go and start with the first tip. This first tip here, you want to enter, and when you enter, you want to go stand to the right of the firing rack and go ahead and crouch. This gives you less kickback and also gives you slightly more accuracy, and it lets you see all the targets in a nice even spread. The reason you want to stand to the right instead of right in front of the firing rack, well, you may think this may be centered, you actually get less of a view on this target in the top right here. It's a lot harder for you to make an actual clear movement to it, while here you actually have more defined distance between each of the targets. My second tip is that you actually want to reload the G7 Scout on 1 bullet instead of 0. As you can see, the G7 Scout actually has a slower reload on 0, where you have to rechamber the weapon, as opposed to 1, where you have to reinsert the magazine without rechambering the weapon. You can actually see the ammo count below your optic, so you don't have to look in the bottom right. If you're having trouble reloading on 1 instead of 0, you can see that it accurately shows my ammo count. There's also a distinct sound that is played when your gun gets to 1 bullet. You can, if you listen to the gun here, you hear that empty, like, clicking sound, but not quite the same as when your gun empties. It'll take some time to get used to, as I used to get the sound between 3, 2, and 1 confused, but with just some practice and listening for this distinct audio cue, you can instinctively reload on 1 when you hear the audio cue. So my third tip is that you want to go for accuracy over speed. While the goal is obviously to shoot as many targets as possible, accuracy is still extremely important, as each missed shot represents missed time. If you're going fast, yet missing your shots, you've essentially wasted time instead of gaining it with the speed. So we'll go ahead and start here. You can see how I'm going to make sure my crosshair is on the target before I actually shoot. I don't shoot until my crosshair is on or by the target. And go ahead and look at this here. I plan each route that I have to go at a slow, consistent pace to every single target. Using this, even if you start slow and you get a score under 100, the more you get acclimated to it, the faster you can start to go. See, if I start going faster here because I'm used to the speed, I'm not missing as many shots as you might think I would be. We'll go ahead and start speeding up some more here, just to kind of show that once you warm up, you can go ahead and do it just fine. But you can see how my accuracy drops when I'm intentionally trying to go for speed. And while for me that was relatively easy, you can see in the score screen here, my accuracy was 90%. You want to aim for somewhere between 90 and 95% with your accuracy. If your accuracy drops below that, you want to try and shoot for a higher score. Slow down a little bit. So my fourth tip is actually something that I don't see a lot of people use. So no matter what, you're going to have to reload your gun, obviously, as your bullets run out. See right here, I would reload. Now I can take this time to plan out where I'm going to shoot next. I can reload and pre-place my crosshair on the next target I'm going to shoot. And while I'm reloading, I can think I'm going to go to this target, shoot this target, and then this target. And then now from here, I'm either free to go to this target or this one that just spawned. I would recommend not going to targets that spawn first, and instead going to ones that have already been there, because there is a delay between you shooting this target and this target appearing. If I only shoot the target that respawns, you see how much slower I'm going. Obviously, I'm only shooting 1 target, but there is a delay in how often I can shoot this by the respawn timer. My last tip here might seem obvious, but it's something to kind of keep note of. So I often see people that when they start, they will go to the center of a target, then go to the center of a target, then go to the center of a target. But you'll see my score doesn't actually increase even if it's a critical. If I shoot the very corner of each target here, you can kind of see my, it doesn't matter. It doesn't change my score in the slightest, no matter depending on where I shoot. So in an effort to make you have more uptime and shoot maybe an extra 3-4 targets per run, you want to try and shoot the target as soon as you are on it and not aim for the center of the target. This will give you a couple extra shots in every run. And it's something to keep in mind when you're pre-placing your cursor or when you are pulling to different targets. Those are 5 easy tips to help you push your score higher. If this video was any help, be sure to subscribe. I release more educational content, and on top of that, I also release funny highlights as well as no-fill trios and no-fill gameplay in general. Be sure to let me know what score you get in the comments below, and if this video helps at all, please just keep me updated with your score. You can also tell me in the Discord at discord.gg/wraithcrew. Feel hop in there. We have plenty of resources to improving as a player and improving in general. With that out of the way, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.